Good morning, fans, and welcome to episode number 39 of the Midwest Donut Review Show. I'm Dave Leggett in St. Louis, Missouri. That is my son, Eric Leggett. He's in Sacramento, California this morning, as he is for almost every show. Mm-hmm. And welcome to number 39.
39. That was crazy when you said that out loud. I was like, shit, we are at 39. That seems like a lot.
That's probably more than followers we have currently.
Yes.
But
to be fair, we passed that number a while ago. Episodes to followers.
Sad but true.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, man, we're not doing this for the money. We're doing this for the love.
For the donuts.
For the love of donuts.
Yes.
For the love of mom and pop donut shops. That's why we are here.
100%.
If this is your first time at the Midwest Donut Review Show, welcome. Where you been? God damn it. So what Eric and I will attempt to do, we'll buy 3 of the same donuts. Always getting a glaze, because you got to be able to make a good glazed donut. If you're going to branch out and make fancy stuff, fine. Make a great glazed donut. So, always a glaze. We will size them, price them, taste them, let you know what you should get at the shop, what you should not get at the shop, rarely. And also, when you go, get some on your own, man.
Yeah.
Branch out.
That's part of the fun.
Yes.
There's a lot of donuts.
Somebody is making the effort to create all these donuts. You got to give them a shot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing. Eric, you kick off most of our shows with a donut news of the week. What have you found, good or bad?
So I've got 3 little things this week, and they all have the same kind of theme. I'll start with the first one because technically already happened. So it's just a cool thing that did happen. You can't participate anymore, but it is a place in Las Vegas called Pipeline Malasadas, and they were offering a $9.11 special with proceeds helping local firefighters.
Nice.
This happened on 9/11 Thursday, which is yesterday for us. And they were offering a $9.11 special, and you would get 2 malasadas and a small pure Hawaiian coffee, with 5% of the proceeds going to help local firefighters. Not only that, They are also giving all first responders in uniform a free sugar malasada with any purchase.
Nice.
So,
love it.
Helping that firefighter, local first responder community. Our second thing, we are going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, to Brown's Donuts, a family-owned shop, and they've partnered with Be Heard movement to offer free donuts every day to help feed the homeless community of Tulsa.
Hell yes.
The Be Heard movement is quoted saying, "This week has been especially stressful for many of our neighbors experiencing homelessness. With all the sweeps happening, people are being moved around constantly, and the need is greater than ever." Which is absolutely true. I mean, I see it pretty much every day here in Sacramento and California. Homeless camps getting swept up and moved and all that kind of stuff. So a family-owned shop just giving free donuts, helping out where they can, I'd say that's pretty good. And especially, you know, it's never a good time to be homeless, but I'd say in this current political climate we're at, it's worse than usual. So I think help is more greatly appreciated.
I wonder if there's a way to send them some money to that place. Just here. Use this for some of your homeless donations.
I bet there is. I can look into it. The Be Heard movement. That sounds like something you could donate to. And our third thing is in your neck of the woods, kind of. In northern Illinois, is a Kendall County apple orchard are donating all their donut sales to a Northern Illinois food bank, to the Northern Illinois Food Bank.
Freaking awesome. Well played.
This
What's the name of this?
Woody's Apple Orchard in Plano throughout September to mark Hunger Action Month and raise funds to fight hunger in the region. For every dozen donuts sold this month, Woody's will donate $1 to Northern Illinois Food Bank. According to the organization, every $1 raised can provide $8 worth of groceries for neighbors facing food insecurity. And
That's awesome.
an apple orchard, so you know they're doing apple cider donuts.
Yes.
And this is maybe not here in Sacramento currently, but for most of the world, this is the time to be going out getting some apple cider donuts. So this will be a good fundraising for Northern Illinois Food Bank, for sure. And it also taught me that September is Hunger Action Month. So that's fun to know.
4 hours away from my house is the Woody's in Plano.
Okay. Probably
Damn,
not.
I wish I was heading that way. Damn.
But, hey, if you're listening, you might be closer.
Mom and pop shop giving back.
Oh, yeah.
Giving back, man.
That was the theme of Donut News.
Well,
because here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. When I look for Donut News, not a whole lot of Krispy Kreme giving back. Not a whole lot of Dunkin' Donuts partnering with local communities. It's the fucking family-owned shops.
Yeah. All right, kind of in that vein, I went for a couple of... I'm looking for different donut shops. Your neck of the woods-ish, Santa Barbara.
Kind of.
It's called the Kin Bake Shop, K-I-N. They specialize in mochi and brioche donuts. Love the combo. Started as a pop-up. They're now a brick-and-mortar joint. Things are going well. Some of the flavors. Vietnamese coffee and cream donuts. Passion fruit donuts. Ube.
Oh, fuck yeah.
A strawberry calpico. Didn't know what it was. Calpico is a Japanese probiotic milk that is sweet and tangy, similar to yogurt. That's way out of the box.
Yeah, it is.
Also, they're doing a chocolate hopia. Hopia is a Hawaiian dessert. It's a coconut milk, sugar, cornstarch as a pudding. So they're really going outside the box for some of their flavor creations. Ouze lemon cream. I mean, anywhere near Santa Barbara, man, Kin Bake Shop sounds like an amazing joint. In Portland, Maine, even more amazing, called the Holy Donut. You're not going to believe this. Currently, my cat, Calvin, is playing with the donut. We got him a little stuffed donut, and he is flipping it around on his belly, cute as hell. I don't know how to turn all the cameras and make it happen, but he is holding it in his hand, flipping it around. Man, his timing is impeccable. There is a joint in Portland, Maine called the Holy Donut. They have some of their potato donuts. It's a single mom who started it in her apartment kitchen.
Wow.
She now has 120 employees in 4 locations.
Holy shit.
We talked about the potato donut before. Mm-hmm. Here are some of their flavors. The cider holy cannoli. The whoopie pie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The dark chocolate sea salt. I love that combination.
Yeah.
And a yeast-filled donut with bacon and cheddar cheese.
That sounds
Doesn't that
really
sound
fucking good.
Awesome?
That
I know.
sounds awesome.
Charitable from the Holy Donut in Portland, Maine. End-of-day donations every day to local nonprofits.
Hell yeah.
They offer 20-plus flavors every day. They have gluten-free options. They have vegan options. And if an employee volunteers, their time off is matched hour for hour by Holy Donut in salary. If you take 4 hours off and you make $15 an hour, Holy Donut pays $60 in addition to the volunteer.
Wow. That's incredible.
That's unheard
huge.
of.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the very essence of giving back.
Yeah.
Your employee is not at work, and you're paying them to volunteer. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's amazing to me. I frigging love it. All right, to the bones of what we do here. Our first donut up is the glazed donut, as always. Eric, what do you have glazed donut today, my friend?
So today, I went to Jimmy's Donuts. This is 748 M Street in Rio Linda, California. It's about a 25-minute drive from where I am in Midtown Sacramento. And honestly, it seems like it should be a longer drive. Because it got very rural very quickly. Like, if I were to just, like, drop you at this donut shop, you'd be like, I'm somewhere in the Midwest. It is very small town vibes here. My midtown living brain didn't understand it. I didn't know where I was. This is California. This is Sacramento. It's technically Rio Linda, but you get the gist. This shop, the variety of this place is crazy. 4 icings. I think I've seen that maybe at one other shop here in Sacramento. Chocolate, vanilla, maple, strawberry. And it's like, it's not just like one donut that got them. Like, every donut had all 4 icings on it.
Man, that is somebody going above and beyond.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that in another Sacramento donut shop. So, very excited, very good vibes already starting off for this shop. And also, I'll do it. There's a bonus thing at the end. It's not something we typically do, but I saw pictures of it online, and it lived up to the hype when I got to the shop. So I'll do that at the end of our donut review. That's our secret item that I got.
Okay.
But this glazed donut, it was 4 inches across, 2 inches tall. Good size glazed donut. It was $1.75. Really not expensive at all. I'd say about a average to below average price for a donut out here in Sacramento. And I'd say this was a above average glazed donut. A lot of the times, donuts that size, you kind of bite into them and it kind of, I don't want to say deflates, but it's a lot less dense than you expect it to be. This one, I'd say, was a pretty dense dough, which maybe you could run into some trouble, but I think the flavor of this dough was good enough that with the density, it didn't take away from the donut. If anything, it added to the donut. I typically like a fluffier dough just because more often than not, a plain yeast dough doesn't have any flavor. So the fact that this was bringing something to the table, it made the density of the donut be a positive. I will say the glaze of this, I think, had a good flavor, but the texture I didn't love. It was very flaky. It was take a bite and, you got glaze crumbs all over me currently, which I don't love. I'd much rather prefer a smoother glaze, but I think the flavor was there. Maybe not super sweet. Definitely not on the sweeter side of glazed donuts I've had, but I think mixing it with the flavor of the dough, which you don't usually get, I think it's a good combo. So I think I want to give this like a 3.7. I think, especially for the price, for a middle of the road to below average price, I think you're getting a really good glazed donut at that price point. I've definitely had significantly worse glazed donuts at this price.
Okay.
So 3.7, I think, is where I'm going to go for this glazed donut.
That's solid right out of the gate.
Absolutely.
All right, so today I went to East Town Donuts. They're in Caseyville, Illinois, about 20 minutes across from the bridge that separates Missouri and Illinois. Funny side note, when Janet and I got married, first house we lived in was in Caseyville, Illinois. This shop was not there. Long time ago, 30 years ago. This shop has been open for 7 years. relatively new. They are only open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. However, on Wednesday, the gentleman bakes 60 dozen donuts and takes them over to the Scott Air Force Base for the military. So, nicely done, sir. He is the brother-in-law of Eddie, who owns Eddie's Southtown Donuts, who we reviewed in January of this year. He kept telling him, don't open a donut shop. Don't open a donut shop. He was running a nightclub, and he said, the money's good at a nightclub, but when people drink, they do not act the best version of themselves. He said that's very hard to do. So now he comes in at 10:30 at night, bakes donuts all night long. He probably had 20 different varieties there, and the place is gorgeous. The donuts are Instagram worthy. They're freaking beautiful. Beautiful. There's not a tray of glazed donuts with glaze all over the paper. They're a finished product when they go into the case. So in January, of course, we reviewed Eddie's Southtown Donuts, and his glaze was a 3.5, pretty solid. Mm-hmm. His brother-in-law is going to get a little bragging rights at the next family get-together because it's a really, really good glazed donut. First, it's 4 inches around. Love a round glazed donut. There's just something special about not having it oblong or weird shaped or six-sided or just a 4-inch round donut, 1.5 inches tall. Exactly what a glazed donut should be. $1.50. Not a terrible price. The glaze is amazing. It's sweet but not gritty. It's not granulated. Mm-hmm. It's not crystallized.
That's what I was talking about in my glazed donut review. I like when it's just smooth. It's almost like an icing texture.
Yes.
Super smooth.
The dough by itself is okay. It's not fabulous flavored dough, but it melts. And the first thing I was thinking after a couple of bites is I could probably have 4 or 5 or 6 and not feel it.
That's perfect. That's exactly where I want a glazed donut to be.
Doom, melt. Yeah, it's a great combo of the dough and the glaze, fried very well. What you're looking for in a glazed donut. This is a 3.9, very well done at Easttown Donuts.
How much was this glazed donut?
$1.50.
Wow.
So, not bad. Not bad all across the board. Really, really, and again, it's that whole thing of as soon as you bite into it, you're like, I could really eat 3 or 4 of these, not thinking about it. Like when you open a bag of chips, instead of putting them in a bowl, you're just sitting on the couch, and you're like, man, I can't believe I just ate a half a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cool Ranch Doritos. I can't do that with Cool Ranch Doritos. They're too much. But like some like Sun Chips, I could take down a bag of Sun Chips.
That's my whole thought process as I'm eating this glazed donut. If there were 4 glazed donuts and I was just mindlessly kind of no issue because it melts. I love it. Great start.
All right. So our second donut today is a chocolate icing custard-filled donut. My donut today, same size as the glazed donut, 4 inches across, 2 inches tall, same price as the glazed donut, $1.75. That's huge. Usually a lot of shops do an upcharge for filled donuts, not Jimmy's Donuts. And this donut, oh my God, it was so close. We were so close. The chocolate icing on this is so good. Such a perfect, smooth texture. Doesn't chip off when you're eating it. It's got a great chocolate fudge flavor. The dough on this donut is just like the glazed donut. It's a little on the denser side, but it's got a good flavor to it. So it's not tough to get through. The custard in this is really good. This is a homemade custard 100%. It's got such a strong custard flavor, not too much sweetness. It mixes super well with the flavor of the chocolate icing. But it's just not filled enough. Mm-hmm. It's just not nearly filled enough. I took the first 2 bites and didn't get any filling. and then you can very clearly see half the donut was filled and the other half was not. And that's just, I want a filled donut. I need filling in every bite, especially that custard filling, which is so good. It just, with it being as good as it was, it just made me more upset that this donut wasn't filled to the extent it needed to be. So I want to give this, I'm going to give this like a 3.5. I think everything about this donut, I think, is top tier. Great custard filling, great dough, great icing, great price. Again, don't upcharge for a filled donut, which is amazing. But if I'm getting a filled donut, it's got to be filled all the way. And it just wasn't. If you fill this all the way, this is easily upwards of 4 ranked. Easily. But
that's a shame.
But at the end of the day, it's just got to be. If I want a filled donut, it's got to be filled. This just wasn't filled very much.
That's what's separating that donut. It's
Yep.
the same dough being used in a different manner. If you're going to say filled, don't
Fill it.
make me search for it.
Yep.
I'm searching for it in mine as well.
Damn.
It is 4 inches by 3.5 inches, a little bit oblong, 1.5 inches tall, pretty good size. It felt a little light when I picked it up, so I was already kind of going down that path, like maybe it's not going to be overly filled. Yeah, there's not enough custard filling. Custard filling's pretty good. It is a nice Bavarian cream filling. There's just not enough of it. You just shouldn't take bite and not get any filling. You shouldn't. Again, the dough, not terribly flavorful. It does melt in your mouth. That same aspect of from the glaze. It's just not very flavorful. It is a good mouthfeel, that melting sensation, but and the chocolate icing, this separates it. It's more sugary than chocolatey. It's a little bit gritty. It's not a chocolate fudge icing. It's canned frosting you can get in the grocery store. Maybe a little better than that, maybe. But no, $1.75, really good price for a filled donut. But it falls short in a couple of areas. 3.2. When we did Eddie's, we did a fritter, and his fritter was 3.7. So they're arm wrestling. We'll see what this last donut holds.
Yes. And so, our last donut today is a blueberry cake donut. It's been a while since we've done one of these, which is unfortunate because it's one of my favorite donuts. I fucking love a blueberry cake donut. When I worked at the Donut Palette, I still remember this. Night 1, I came in for my interview. And end of the interview, it went well, obviously, because I got hired. But they were like, do you want a donut to take home? And I said, yes, absolutely. And I grabbed, first thing I went for was a blueberry cake donut. Fucking love those. This donut today, 3.5 inches across by 1 inch tall. A little bit smaller, but that happens with cake donuts. They're always going to be smaller. Again, same price, $1.75. For a cake donut, I think that's super fair. And this blueberry cake donut just wasn't there for me. I think the inside of the cake, I think, was pretty well done. I'd say it was a bit on the like lighter and fluffier side of cake donuts, which I do enjoy. But I think it was just fried too long because the outside there were some bits that were crispy, and I really don't like that. I mean, I don't even like it in an old-fashioned where it's kind of like, I don't know, understood where it's kind of like that, especially not in a blueberry cake donut. This one I got, it almost looked like it was maybe like the end or the start of a batch because it wasn't like fully formed. So I maybe just got one of the rougher ones, which is unfortunate, but it happens. But still, at the end of the day, it wasn't a great blueberry flavor. It was almost like you put like a blueberry glaze on it. I know it's not. I know it's just the regular glaze. But biting through the donut and chewing through the donut, it just felt like any old cake donut, but with blueberry flavor. It was like they put flavoring in it. It wasn't an actual blueberry cake. It was, because sometimes when you're eating a blueberry donut, you get like chunks of blueberry in there.
Yes.
And the coloring is, maybe a bit more like purple, but this looked and felt just like a vanilla cake donut to me. Just really unfortunate, because I fucking love blueberry cake donuts, and this was not where it needed to be a blueberry cake donut.
You would think even if it was like blueberry syrup, it would have colored it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I don't even know. There has to be blueberry syrup.
So that's
with all of
what
the flavors for coffee and such.
What I'm thinking happened, especially with how the texture of the donut was. What we did at Donut Palace is you'd make the batter, and above the fryer is like this big funnel. You'd put the batter in the funnel, and you'd kind of crank it, and it would drop little donut shaped batters into the fryer. What we would do is the base of the vanilla cake and the blueberry cake is both vanilla. So when we'd run out of vanilla, there'd still be a tiny bit of vanilla near the bottom of that. But we just throw the blueberry in there anyways. It's the same base. And the first couple you'd come pump out are a little thinner, a little, not as, I want to say fully formed.
Okay.
And it's a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of blueberry. It's not just the blueberry. And it takes maybe one or two of those before you get the just blueberry batter. And what we do is we'd usually take home those mixes or just eat them right there on the spot. Because,
where the turnover happens.
Yeah.
And you're thinking they might have sold theirs today?
Yes, that's what I think.
Oh.
I think this is a turnover donut that they figured was enough on the blueberry side to sell it as a blueberry donut. I do not share that sentiment. I don't think it was enough blueberry to be sold as a blueberry cake donut. So I'm going to give this a 3.1. And that's
man,
really
it's a donut you freaking love, and they didn't come close.
Yeah, and the thing is, they had a lot of blueberry cake donuts there, so I'm willing to bet the actual full blueberry ones might have been pretty good, but I could only review what I've been given, and what I was given is not a great blueberry cake donut. So if you do go to Jimmy's Donuts, I don't think you have to stay away from the blueberry cake donuts. I still think they're worth a shot, but the one I got was not where it needed to be.
My Easttown blueberry donut is sublime. The icing, we already talked about on the glaze, is really excellent. I thought I was eating an ube donut. Look how purple that blueberry cake donut is, with chunks of blueberry. This is the most blueberry cake dough I've ever had in a donut.
Wow.
It's like a blueberry muffin. It's even stronger than a blueberry muffin. The unmistakable vibe. Close your eyes, bite a blueberry muffin. Unmistakable. Mm-hmm. That's what this donut is doing. The icing, I'm telling you, man, this icing is blueberry flavored.
Wow.
This is not the icing that was on the glazed donut. I'm telling you, that icing is blueberry flavored icing.
That's incredible.
Remarkable.
That's
never
incredible.
heard of that. It's great. Chunks of blueberry, great glaze. The cake is soft. There's no crunchy in this cake, man. This is a birthday cake. It's soft on the top, in the middle, and the bottom. Biting the bottom where there's no glaze is an excellent, moist blueberry cake. 3 inches by 3.5, a little bit oblong, 1.5 inches tall. That's a little bit tall for a cake donut.
Oh, yeah.
From most of our reviews. The downside a little bit, it's a $2 donut.
Oh.
But they spent time and effort to make this a different donut, and it's excellent. Even with that $2 price tag, it's a 4.3. That's how great flavor the blueberry cake donut is, man. Whenever you're back this way, man, if you are jonesing for a great blueberry donut, we are heading to East Town Donuts in Caseyville, Illinois. Woo! What a great finish.
Well, mine is technically not finished. I grabbed an extra thing.
Okay.
This is not something we usually do. Not something I ever do. But when we discuss what donuts we're going to get, I go through like the Google Photos because more often than not, someone has taken a photo of the case of the donuts, and it's a pretty good idea of what donuts they sell. Because good family donut shops don't have websites, and I love that. If you own a family donut shop and you're like, maybe I should make a website, don't do it.
Facebook is fine.
You'll
get plenty of good pictures of what you're selling, what you're doing.
And when I was looking at there, I looked and I'm like, God, these fucking croissants are huge. I'm like, these are croissants I've never seen at a donut shop before. Every croissant at a donut shop I've gone to looks exactly the same.
It's not a cronut?
No, it's just a regular ass croissant. It's like that big, and they all look the same. Look at this fucking croissant.
Did it fall into a vat of nuclear waste?
Giant. This is a fucking massive croissant.
I love that they have some skills in the kitchen.
Well, let's see. This is a plain croissant. That's excellent. That's a really good fucking croissant.
I love to hear it. I
think it was like about $3, which
another reason to head to a mom and pop.
This size, it's fucking massive. No donut shops are doing croissants this big. So fucking, if you got, God forbid, you have someone in your family that doesn't want a donut, at Jimmy's Donuts, you can still satisfy them with this croissant.
Man, that would be great. Slice it in half, do some ham and cheese, make a big old turkey and Swiss on a fresh baked monster croissant. That's a great idea. Well done, Jimmy's. Way to pull it out in the end there, my friend.
Fuck yeah.
All right. We like to close our shows with a couple of trivia questions for Eric. Dun, 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 dun. Today, we're going to the World Book of Records. What is the world record for the most varieties displayed at once in a donut shop? I will tell you, it was in January of 2020. It was in Tokyo, and it was done by Mr. Donuts.
That makes sense.
As we've talked about, they very popular.
Yeah. What constitutes variety? Like, it's like if you have like a donut with chocolate icing on it and a donut with like vanilla icing on it. Are those two different donuts?
Absolutely.
Or is it just donut with icing?
Nope.
So it's a number. How many different donuts were in a case?
I will give you within 25.
Oh my God.
Yes.
In a single case.
This is a world record.
It's a world record. Fuck.
What is the most variety of donuts displayed at once in a donut shop?
Were they going for the world record? Or is it just... Okay.
Yes.
See, so now that changes it. Because it'd be one thing if they just, like, walk into a shop and go, wow, look at all this variety. That's a world record. Because now you can, like, put multiple varieties on a single tray. Usually that's not what donut shops do.
Right.
So now that changes my answer. I'm going to go 250.
315 different varieties of donuts.
What even?
I mean, holy crap.
That's insane. That's so many donuts.
You know, I don't know where I would stop with potential donut flavors, but I guarantee you it would be nowhere near 300 that I could come up with. No way. We talk donuts. This is our 39th show. We talk different donut flavors all the time. Multiple different donut flavors.
I think I could
I bet
get
we
to,
haven't. You and I haven't talked. Yeah, you and I haven't talked anywhere near. And this one shop did 315 in one fell swoop.
I could get to 100 easy. Anything past that is a struggle.
All right. Here is the world record for most donuts stacked in a tower.
Most donuts
So
stacked in
it's
a tower.
Donuts on top of donuts on top of donuts into a tower shape. It was done in Johannesburg, South Africa in 2018. The structure was 5 foot by 5 foot. And it was 5 foot. I'm sorry. It was 6 foot by 6 foot was the base, and it was 5 foot tall. How many donuts were in that structure?
So it's like a square?
Yes, that was the base, and then they built up the building from the base.
So it's like a pyramid?
Not exactly a pyramid. I mean, it eventually reached a pyramid top, but it was more square, smaller squares, smaller squares, smaller squares.
Of donuts. That's a lot of fucking donuts.
I will give you within 100.
Okay, I'll go 1,600 donuts.
3,198.
Jesus.
A 4,000 donut structure. You know what? Your donuts have to be really well done to withstand 16 stacks of donuts on top of them.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, 3,200 donuts. Tough questions, man. Just random numbers floating out there.
Were eaten during construction? How many do you think?
Oh, I don't think any during, but I think once they snapped and said, "Is that a record?" Then everybody's like, "Go to town." they were just cake donuts.
That makes the most sense. Doing like a yeast donut, that would be tough to do. But a cake donut's got a little more structural integrity.
Man, so yeah, it's a look it up on the interwebs. It's a massive, impressive structure. So 3,198 donuts. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I don't know. What do you want to do? Want to make 3,200 donuts into a structure?
Oh my god, that's so many donuts! Holy shit!
Yeah.
I'll put a picture up online during the
great.
episode.
That'd be great.
Whoa, tallest tower of cupcakes. That thing's looks like a fucking Christmas tree.
Don't go down the rabbit hole, man.
Okay, I'll stop here.
Don't go down the rabbit hole.
I'll stop here. Take a guess how tall the tallest tower of cupcakes is.
How tall it is?
Yeah.
6 foot tall.
41 feet tall.
That's bizarre. I've made lots of cupcakes in my life. I don't know that I could stack them more than a foot tall without them starting to squish down.
Yeah, and it was like a more like I'm looking at the tallest. You know, it was kind of scattered a little bit near the edges. The cupcake one is very uniform, like a perfect, like super tall, pointy pyramid.
Wow. Okay. Hey, man, we give you all the information on this show. If you think just donuts,
croissant, fucking review. That croissant, this croissant's like a 4.5. This is a fucking excellent croissant.
If we ever tangent off and start doing bakeries,
bonus episodes.
Wow. Okay, that is wrapping up show number 39 of the Midwest Donut Review Show. I'm Dave. That's Eric. What a fun time we've all had.
Absolutely.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
How can people join this frivolity?
Well, if you are watching on YouTube currently, subscribing to the channel and liking the video gets us...
How much money does it cost to subscribe?
Well, after doing some rough calculations, it's completely free. It's $0.
Oh my God, I love that price.
It is.
Buy none, get one free.
Exactly.
That's what we're offering.
And comment on the video. Tell us whatever you're thinking about donuts. We'll take it all.
Don't let us be the only two to pop off.
Exactly. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, following and subscribing to the show is good stuff. Again, that also does not cost you any money. Rating and reviewing the show also gets us in the good graces of this wonderful thing called the algorithm that no one quite understands.
We just need the jibber jabber. That's it. Just
That's
jibber
it.
jabber and up we go. And then soon we'll have cool Midwest Donut Review backdrops.
Yep.
We'll have big time guests that we pay.
Well, we'll have big time guests.
With donuts?
Yes. With donuts.
Yeah, so I know some minor celebrities in this town, okay, who would come on this show. But I have no idea technology-wise how I would make it. They'd have to come to my house and sit next to me. Here's the only rub. To be on the show, you have to come to my house.
You have to be here with me.
Hey, man, when you were a kid and a buddy was like, yeah, let's spend the night at my house. My mom's making cinnamon rolls. Yeah, I don't care where you live. I'm spending the night at your house.
Yeah. And you don't have to spend the night. You just got to show up and you get donuts. You don't have to commit to the whole night.
Well, yeah, that's it. And you get freaking donuts and I don't know. We'll see what sea level St. Louis.
C is high. C seems high.
St. Louis celebrity I can get to sit next to me for a donut show. I got to buy more headphones. I don't know. This is already sounding like a bad idea. I don't know. So, John Goodman, when you were growing up in Afton, what was your favorite donut place? I'm just
take
practicing.
The headphones out and switch them, and then move them. It's going to be a 2.5 hour long show because we have to keep switching headphones and microphones.
And we'll be like, don't worry, it'll come out in editing.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to run a 2.5 hour show.
Yeah, no, I don't have time for that. I have a real ass job I have to do.
All right, so let's see if that can happen. Whee! Man, what a good time. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Dave, that's Eric. The Midwest Donut Review Show is your friend. See you very soon.
Goodbye.